you probably wrote the largest seed check, if I'm not mistaken, that Axel had ever written. Would that be right?
Yeah, I think I'll just correct the question. Axel wrote the largest first check, not just me. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
yeah,
Axel.
yeah, yeah. That's correct.
And that was the largest seed check in 2016, and that was to ACKO. And probably at that time, it was one of the largest, or probably the largest seed round, which was 30 million.
Yeah.
And I remember you guys underwrote a third of that round,
Yes.
which was 10 million. We did not have a license. We did not have a business plan. We did not have a team. So tell us, why did you do something like that?
Irrational exuberance.
Yeah. What were you smoking? What were you smoking? I don't remember, man.
And I don't even remember taking you out to a pub.
Yeah. See, I think there is no real reason to do what we did, to be honest. Outside of the...
And for the record, he says that for everything. Okay? So don't feel bad.
One thing we knew, like at that point, I'll tell you, so at least my way of investing, and Shubhato can talk about, his, and I think my way will be very similar to his because I've learned from him. I think at least I invest in people who are building something meaningful. So if you see that, if you just sort of unpack that, we have partnered with Varun in 2014 to build a distribution layer on the insurance sector. And during that phase, while the company was doing fine, Varun thought that we were creating a business which was in an industry where the products are really bad. This distribution layer was trying to accelerate selling of bad products. And he thought that if we have to really change this industry meaningfully, then we have to create a business which manufactures good products. And that sounded right. It also sounded right that if you manufacture good products, then it can be a very large outcome as compared to incrementally increase the speed or increase the velocity of selling bad products. So that's on like, can you build something large? And we had worked with Varun and we figured out that getting business off the ground and building a meaningful execution team, hiring the right person, we were completely sold on that. So we had some experience on that. So actually there was very little doubt in my head, Varun, why we should not invest in the company. And to be honest, it was a large round, but Varun had suggested a way out for us. So it became easier. So you want to suggest, you will tell, or I'll tell. Okay, I'll tell. So it was a structured investment in the sense that some part of the money needs to be invested upfront and most of the capital will come in once we get the license. So it was actually not, like, it was very little for us to lose. It was almost a no-brainer investment in somebody we knew, trying to create something which is very meaningfully. And if this were to come true, this would meaningfully change the insurance industry. Shubhato, you want to add?
Largely very similar thought process. We had already worked with Varun for 2-3 years, and given that intersection of understanding of the domain and being tech first, we really liked what we saw, and therefore that one checkbox was actually very, very important. I think we had seen parallels of things like this, what you guys are building now at ACKO, work very well in other geographies. So that's another checkbox which somehow investors always look for known parallels or known comparables. So that checked out. And I think we had all sort of gone through this journey of trying to renew our insurance and literally somebody walking up and selling you something that you don't want. And how do you kind of take control of that, both in terms of the customer need and satisfaction, as well as giving them really what they should have? Because sometimes the need could be a little bit esoteric, but can you really build a product that kind of matches to their need and yet be able to, handhold the customer and get them to understand that this is the right thing for me at this point of time. So I think there were 2-3 of these aspects, but early stage investing is largely about the team in the end. So do you like the founder? Do you think whatever road bumps are going to be out there, they'll be able to navigate better than anybody else in a similar company? And that's what we thought Varun could do.